Good morning everyone, this is Trixie Fernando and I will be discussing the lesson for Supplier, Value and Supply Chain. The objectives of this lesson is we need to identify possible suppliers of raw materials for the proposed product and create and manage the supply and value chain for the proposed business. We have our raw materials here. Raw materials is also known as feedstock. In case of machines, feedstock is used in industrial production. It also refers to unprocessed materials used in primary production or manufacturing of goods. Example dito sa gagamitin sa paggawa ng mystery chips, yung mga kernels, as seasonings, oils, plastics, boxes, or etc. It's also a part of determining the quality and cost of producing a product. There are two types of raw materials, the direct and indirect raw materials. Direct raw materials are materials that companies directly use in the manufacturing of a finished products. Example, dito, kernels for Mr. Chips or Boy Bawang. The indirect raw materials naman are not part of the final product but are instead used comprehensively in the production process. Ito yung recorded as long-term assets, which is yung equipment, planta, administrative or property, and selling. Next, supplier selection process. First, think strategically in selecting suppliers. The most effective suppliers are those who offer products or services that match or exceed the needs of your business. So, sa paghahanap your supplier, how important they are to your business. Next, identifying potential suppliers, recommendations. Ask friends and business acquaintances. You're more likely to get an honest assessment of the business strengths and weaknesses from someone who has used its services. Directories. If you're looking for a supplier in your local area, it's worth trying directories such as Yellow Pages or Internet. Trade associations. If your needs are specific to a particular trade or industry, there will probably be a trade associations that can match you with suitable suppliers. Business advisors. Local business support organizations such as chambers of commerce can often point you in the direction of potential suppliers. Exhibitions. Exhibitions offer a great opportunity to talk with a number of potential suppliers in advantages. It's important to have a choice of sources naman. Buying from only one supplier can be dangerous. Where do you go if they let you down or even go out of business? Equally, while exclusivity may spur some suppliers to offer you a better service, others may simply become complacent and drop their standards. Next, set criteria for choosing a supplier. We have a reliability. Remember, if they let you down, you may let your customers down. Quality. The quality of your supplies needs to be consistent. Your customer associate poor quality with you, not your suppliers. Value for money. The lowest price is not always the best value for money. If you want reliability and quality from your suppliers, you'll be to decide how much you're willing to pay for your suppliers and the balance you want. You want to strike between cost, reliability, quality, and service. Strong service and clear communication. You need your suppliers to deliver on time, or to be honest, and give you a plenty of warning if they can't. The best suppliers will want to talk with you regularly to find out what needs you have and how they can serve you better. Financial security. It's always worth making sure your suppliers have sufficiently strong cash flow to deliver what you want when you need it. A credit check will help reassure you that they won't go out of business when you need them most. A partnership approach. A strong relationship will benefit both sides. You want your suppliers to acknowledge how important your business is to them, so they make every effort to provide the best service possible. And you're more likely to create this response by showing your supplier how important they are to your business. Next, identifying potential suppliers, recommendations. Ask friends and business acquaintances. You're more likely to get an honest assessment of a business strengths and weaknesses from someone who has used its services. Directories. If you're looking for a supplier in your local area, it's worth trying directories such as Yellow Pages or Internet. Trade associations. If your needs are specific to a particular trade or industry, there will probably be a trade associations that can match you with suitable suppliers. Business advisors. Local business support organizations such as chambers of commerce can often point you in the direction of potential suppliers. Exhibitions. Exhibitions offer a great opportunity to talk with a number of potential suppliers in the same place at the same time. Before you go to an exhibition, it's a good idea to check that the exhibitors are relevant and suitable for your business. Trade press. Trade magazines feature advertisement from potential suppliers. Next, drawing shortlist of suppliers. Once you've got a clear idea of what you need to buy and you've identified some potential suppliers, you can build a short list of sources that meet your needs. When considering the firms in your short list, ask yourself the following question. Can this supplier deliver what you want when you want it? Are they financially secure? How long have they been established? Do you know anyone who has used and can recommend them? Are they on any approved supplier list from trade associations or government? Also, we need do some research and try to slim your list down to no more than 4 or 5 candidates. It's a waste of time for you and the potential supplier if you approach them when there's little chance of them fulfilling your requirements. Next, choosing a supplier. Once you have a manageable shortlist, you can approach the potential suppliers and ask for a written quotation and, if appropriate, a sample. It's best to provide them with a clear brief summarizing what you require, how frequently you will require it, and what level of business you have to place. Get a quotation. It's worth asking potential suppliers to give you a firm price of in writing for say 3 months. You can also ask about discounts for long-term or high-volume contracts. Compare potential suppliers. When you've got the quotation, compare the potential suppliers in terms of what matters most to you. What matters most to you? For example, the quality of their product or service may be most important, while their location may not matter. Negotiate terms and conditions. Once you've settled on the suppliers you'd like to work with, you can move on to negotiating terms and conditions and drawing up a contract. Next, supply chain. This is a connected network of individuals, organizations, and activities to produce and distribute a specific product to the final consumer. This is the diagram of supply chain. A supply chain consists of all parties involved, directly or indirectly, in fulfilling a customer request. The supply chain not only includes the manufacturer and suppliers, but also transporters, warehouses, retailers, and customers themselves. Within each organization, such as manufacturer, the supply chain includes all functions involved in receiving and filing a customer request. These functions include, but are not limited to, new product development, marketing, operations, distributions, finance and customer service. Next, supply chain management refers to the management of the flow of goods and services, including all process in transforming raw materials to finished goods. A supply chain management is a set of approaches utilized to efficiently utilized to efficiently integrate suppliers, manufacturers, warehouse, and stores so that merchandise is produced and distributed at the right quantities, to the right locations, and at the right time in order to minimize system-wide cost while satisfying service level requirements. Next, supply chain management process. We have the process and description. Customer relationship management creates a structure for developing and maintaining relationships with customers. Individual customers or group are identified based on their value over time, and their loyalty can be enhanced by providing tailored products and services. They also work with the key customers to improve processes and eliminate demand variability and non-value added activities. Performance reports are designed to measure the profitability of individual customers as well as the financial impact on the customer. Next, customer service management operates as the customer interface. It provides the key point of contact for administering the PSA or product service agreement, and can give the customer information on orders, shipping dates, and product availability. Next, demand management allows a company to be proactive in matching supply to demand. The process includes forecasting and synchronization of supply and demand in order to increase flexibility and reduce demand variability. The process should employ customer intelligence, historical sales information, and planned marketing efforts to forecast and influence demand. Next, order fulfillment process involves more than just filing orders. It includes all activities necessary to define customer requirements and to design a process that allows a company to meet customer requests while minimizing the total delivery cost. This is not just a logistics function, but instead needs to be implemented cross-functionally and with the coordination of key suppliers and customers. The objective is to develop a seamless process from the supplier to the organizations and to its various customer segments. Manufacturing flow management includes all the activities necessary to move goods through production and to obtain, implement, and manage manufacturing flexibility in the supply chain. Manufacturing flexibility reflects the ability to make a wide variety of products at an appropriate rate and at the lowest possible cost. To achieve the desired level of manufacturing flexibility, planning and execution must extend beyond the production site to encompass the entire supply chain. Supplier relationship management defines how a company interacts with its suppliers. As in the case of customer relationship management, a company will form close relationships with some of its suppliers, while others are less closely cultivated. Good supplier relationship management involves devising the right PSAs and managing them well, so that the company and its suppliers continue to benefit from the most favorable trading arrangements. Product development and commercialization provides the structure for developing and bringing products to market in unison with customers and suppliers. The product development and commercialization process team must coordinate with customer relationship management to identify customer, articulate and articulated and unarticulated needs. Select materials and suppliers in conjunction with the supplier relationship management process, and develop production technology in manufacturing flow to manufacture and integrate into the best supply chain flow for a given product or market combination. Returns management is the supply chain management process by which activities associated with product returns, reverse logistics, gatekeeping, and avoidance are managed within the firm and across key members of the supply chain. The correct implementation of this process enables management not only to manage the reverse product flow efficiently, but to identify opportunities to reduce unwanted returns and to control reusable assets such as containers. Effective returns management is an important link between marketing and logistics, offering an opportunity for competitive advantage. Next, logistics refers to the process of planning and implementing efficient transportation and storage of goods from the point of origin to the point of consumption. This is a logistics component of supply chain. Component and description. Sourcing and procurement. It aims to lessen the cost of raw materials and supplies. Production planning and scheduling, it ensures that the orders are fulfilled in the most efficient way without interruption and delays. Order processing, it processes the needs of the customer and sends the information into the supply chain and then to the warehouse. Inventory control, also known as stock control, is a process that regulates and maximizes the warehouse inventory to the business. Storage and materials handling. Focus on the physical requirement of handling the inventory. Storage involves the tasks necessary to manage the space needed. Material handling is concerned with the movement of the product within the space. Next, transportation refers to the movement of goods from the point of origin to the point of consumption. It involves the delivery of raw materials into the production process and the finished goods to be shipped out the customers. Next, value chain. We have the value chain and value chain analysis. Value chain is a step-by-step activity needed to create a product or a service. It's used to describe all the business activities it takes to create a product from start to finish. Design, production, distribution. The value chain naman, it represents the internal activities a firm engage in when transforming inputs into outputs. Value chain analysis. The purpose of a value chain analysis is to increase production efficiency so that a company can deliver maximum value for the least possible cost. Because of ever-increasing competition for unbeatable prices, exceptional products, and customer loyalty, companies must continually examine the value they create in order to retain their competitive advantage. A value chain can help a company to discern areas of its business that are inefficient, then implement strategies that will optimize its procedures for maximum efficiency and profitability. In addition to ensuring the production mechanics are seamless and efficient, it's critical that businesses keep customers feeling confident and secure enough to remain loyal. Value Value chain analysis can help with this too. Next, Michael Porter's value chain. Ay, tapos na pala ako. So, ang mag-continue na ani kay si Clark. Thank you.
Porter's value chain creates a general-purpose value chain that a business may use to examine all activities involved in creating value for its customer. Michael Porter value chains is a chain that will help the worker, to have a better value of product to the customer. Elements in Porter's value chains. In this model, it's emphasized the links between the primary and support activities. Primary activities is the inbound logistic operation, outbound logistic, marketing and sales and service. In the support activities is the firm infrastructure, human resource management, technology, and procurement. These are the primary activities: inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, service, procurement, human resource management, technological development, and infrastructure. Example of value chains: Starbucks Corporation. Inbound logistics. The inbound logistics for Starbucks refers to company-appointed coffee buyers selecting the finest quality coffee beans from producers in Latin America, Africa, and Asia. Inbound logistics. This is when we get our raw materials or ingredient to find a better or a finest quality of a product. Operation. In Starbucks, it operates more than 80 markets, either in form of direct company-owned stores or licensed stores. It's a result of material that you get from the other warehouse or client. Outbound logistics. In Starbucks, there is very little or no presence of intermediaries in product selling for Starbucks. The majority of products are sold in stores. However, storage and distribution to retailer locations are important. Outbound logistics. This is the time when you stored, transporting, and distributing to the customer. Marketing and sales. In Starbucks, it invests more in superior quality products and a high level of the customer service than in aggressive marketing. However, need-based marketing activities are carried out by the company during new product launches in the form of sampling in areas around the stores. Marketing and sales. This is when we invest more of your product. Services. Starbucks aims at building customer loyalty through its in-store customer service. While in your business, you need service to have a better loyal customer. Infrastructure. This is when the operation of the business happens. Human resource management. This is the key, one of the key to have a worker. This is the key, one of the key of the business to. It's one of the key for your business to success. Technological development. If you need a better product, you need a better technology to create a better product. Procurement. This is when we will find the best good for your company. If you have a better study for your procurement, you will have a better success of your business.